Okay, let's unpack this. Today, we're diving deep into a really ancient story, incredibly powerful stuff.
Mm-hmm.
We're looking at excerpts and reflections on the Persian epic, the Shahnameh, specifically that tragic tale of Rostam and Sohrab.
Yeah, and our mission really is to pull out the core message from this source material, to sort of hone in on what this myth tells us about knowledge.
Or maybe the lack of it.
Exactly, or, the devastating consequences when it's absent. That's the key focus here.
The setup is just, well, epic. You've got Rostam, this legendary hero. He meets a really formidable warrior in battle.
Strong, proud young guy, Sohrab.
Right, Sohrab. But the twist, and the source really hammers this home, is they're actually father and son.
But neither of them knows. That's the shocking part. They face off as enemies, completely unaware.
And the source material, it really emphasizes is this isn't just, a clash of strength or even generations fighting.
No, it's framed fundamentally as a battle rooted in unawareness, a confrontation literally born out of blindness.
They're fighting fiercely, but they're blind to the truth right there between them. Bound by blood, yet fighting to kill.
It's tragic. And the source material really drives home how this lack of knowledge, it becomes fatal.
Yeah, the silence, the questions that just aren't asked, they lead straight to the tragedy.
That moment, Rostam deals the fatal blow. He's still completely ignorant. He has no idea.
Horrific.
Yes, and the profound tragedy, as the excerpts describe it, is that the moment of recognition, the truth coming out,
It only comes after.
after the irreversible act, Sohrab, mortally wounded, dying in the arms of the father he didn't know he was fighting.
Wow.
So the hero who beat countless external enemies, he's conquered here by his own profound ignorance.
And it's not just depicted as a death, is it? The source talks about a catastrophic fall.
Oh, absolutely. It paints Rostam collapsing from this peak of power and fame into, well, an abyss of regret.
That description of him weeping 100 rivers, that's incredibly powerful. It really conveys the sheer scale of his despair.
And that chilling moment, Sohrab actually utters his father's name right before dying.
The text says the world just goes black. Unimaginable.
It is. And this devastating outcome makes you ask, well, what's the root cause? The reflections in the source suggest something, right?
Yeah, they look at Sohrab as maybe representing a generation raised with absent fathers, with truths hidden away.
Mm-hmm. With those fundamental questions just hanging there, unanswered.
And Rostam, he's the flip side. The generation that chose silence. Maybe buried truths out of fear.
Perhaps. And now has to pay that ultimate unbearable price for it.
So if we take this ancient story, what is the source suggesting it means for us today?
It's presented as this timeless warning, basically, without real awareness, without truly knowing who or what we're dealing with.
Whether that's in relationships or big decisions or even just understanding ourselves.
Yeah, exactly. We risk destroying the very things we value most.
And the realization, the oh no, what have I done moment?
It often comes way too late to fix anything. That's the tragic pattern.
The reflection in the source material goes further, suggesting Rostam and Sohrab aren't just mythic figures, they live on inside us.
Right. So, Reb, is that part of us waiting, maybe alone, kind of yearning for answers, for recognition?
And Rostam is
Yeah.
the silence, the part that holds back, maybe paralyzed by fear of the truth
Yeah.
or what's speaking at my cost.
Precisely. And the source argues that real wisdom isn't just about slaying external monsters,
It's about asking the hard questions.
Yes. Having the courage to ask those deeply uncomfortable, crucial things like, who are you really? Or maybe, what am I just not seeing here?
That really elevates it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
From just a sad story to a commentary on, well, the human condition.
On the absolute need to actively seek understanding, confront the difficult stuff, rather than letting unawareness steer the ship.
Steer us right under the rocks.
Unfortunately, yes.
And that final provocative thought from the source, it leaves us with this image, the Simurgh.
The symbol of truth and wisdom in Persian myth.
Yeah. The source suggests it hasn't vanished. It's still out there, waiting.
But only, and this is the kicker, only for those who are brave enough to actually ask the questions that lead to it.
So the wisdom is there, but you have to dare to seek it.
You have to dare to ask. That's the final message.